Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest technical analysis, aka astrology for the broskies. I'll also be sharing the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week, as well as breaking news. Taiwan officially allows professional investors to buy Bitcoin ETFs. Let's go. We'll also be discussing FTX token spiking 70%. That's right, FTT coin amid looming bankruptcy distributions. We'll also be discussing U.S. election outcome won't slow the Q4 Bitcoin rally, according to this hedge fund. We'll also be discussing Meta stock surge boosts Zuckerberg's net worth to $201 billion, making the Zuck now the 4th wealthiest person on paper on the planet. I mean, $201 billion. That's pretty serious. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin's window to reach 100,000 by the end of Q4, as well as bullishness Bitcoin price prediction to peak near 200,000. According to the CleanSpark CEO, I'll be sharing this timeline. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. What it do? Markets correcting some here today. To be expected. I mean, we did tap virtually 66 Gs just the other day. We're still maintaining at 63.5, down roughly 2,400 on the day. Shout out everyone in the live chat. We should be streaming live on Rumble, X, and YouTube. If you guys could let me know if the stream is showing. Yesterday we had a little technical difficulty. Today it looks like we're back to normal. I see the stream up on YouTube, which is a good sign. And so, yeah, we're streaming on all 3 platforms. I'm going to go ahead and pin the stream over on X, so that way it's easy for everyone to find. And if you guys can repost it, any reposts or comments are going to get reposted, and I'll shout you out and also follow you back as I do each and every day. You're going to notice the stream pinned at the very top. All you got to do is smash the heart, then hit the repost button and help spread the word. Let people know we're live. There's an unusual time. This is 1 p.m. Typically, I stream at 4 or 12, so a lot of people probably don't know we live right now. Shout out Chandy10 Music, IDUGNA. Welcome, family. Bitcoin and Coffee, what I do. And the rest of the fam, I appreciate all the support, all the love. Theme music, take her away.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here.
So satisfying.
JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Appreciate all the reposts, all the love. I'm just catching up. Casper King, much love, says that's my target price as well. Well, then let's send it and let's freaking go. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. Welcome Sammy G, Diana Jones. YouTube is good to note. Hopefully we're good on the Rumble as well. Ahoy Bitcoin Pirate crew. Remember Monday starts the weekend. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Shout out Cosmocom. Shout out the one and only Chandy10 Music, #1 Bitcoin music channel. JV tells the news at sunrise week. Somehow I made it. That's what's up. That's right. You're a few hours back there. I received a notification of the early show. Wow, Joseph. That's a good sign. Are you referring to on the YouTube? If so, that's a beautiful thing. Shout out Chandy. Appreciate the repost as well. Always appreciate it. RL Sweezy and anyone else out there. Again, anyone who reposts the stream over on X or comments the stream is going to get reposted and shouted out and followed back. We have a lot to cover, so we're going to dive right in. If you're new to the channel, very important to smash those likes. Go ahead and hit the subscribe. Then hit the bell icon. Turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every day. Just like this, today is pod episode 1773. I'm your host, JV. Last day of the month, September. Almost over before we enter here October. So it looks like we're going to get a monthly close in a few hours. So let me know where you feel the price action will likely close. I was really hoping to close above 65. Not looking that way right now, but you never know. We may usher in a pump last minute. Let's soon see. But I do know one thing. Q4 is historically the most bullish season of the year, and we typically rise roughly 88%. So if history is to rhyme, $120,000 Bitcoin incoming. But anyways, fam, let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. Pulling up Coin 360, you can see all the major cryptos correcting back in the red. Bitcoin down 3.6% on the day. Ether down 2.5%. XRP down 5.6%. Cardano down 6%. Polkadot down 6%, Solana down 2%, BNB down 5%. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap sits at $2.24 trillion. The current Bitcoin market cap sits at $1.25 trillion. Yesterday we were at 1.3, so some of the market has been drying up a little bit. We got 76 billion worth of volume past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance 56% even. Ether dominance climbed a bit to 14%. Yesterday was 13.8. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours, we got the meme coins leading the pack. Bonk up 5%, Whiff up 5%, and Tau up 3%. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Let me know. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the daily. Safe to say 90% of the market correcting, and in the red, potentially even 95, the bulk of the market. And zooming out on the monthly, get a more broader perspective. Good to see virtually everything in the green. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index, we're still in greed. 61 today, 63 yesterday, last week a 50, and last month a 29 in fear. And checking out the time chain calendar as the crowd continues to go wild, cheering JV on. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's go. We have 186,000 blocks to go into the next halving. We're currently on block number 863,525, and you can currently trade $1 for 1,575 Satoshis. So stack those sats accordingly, fam. And again, welcome anyone and everyone just joining the live stream. Shout out Travis Hall. Appreciate the repost, broski. It does help out a lot. We want to get as many eyeballs on the stream as possible. Proof of work there from Travis. Thank you, brother. And I just reposted you. Respect. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah. Welcome, everybody. What's popping? What's good? We got a new week, new month. The first of the month tomorrow. She's Bitcoin experiencing the minor sell-off 3.25% on the day. The candle closes not until this evening at 6 p.m. Well, then we got 5 hours yet to go. So let's see if we can get a little pumpage. Spread the word. Let people know we live. The moment people realize they don't need to buy the full Bitcoin, it's game over. Straight to Pluto. Educate everyone about this, fam. That's right, Judson. Well said, brother. And again, welcome anyone and everyone just joining the streamy stream. Let's continue with today's technical analysis. I'll pull up the live charts, but we're also going to discuss the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week. Now we got a new week and a new month approaching tomorrow. So let's break this baby down. Headline here reads, new all-time highs in October? I think so. Let me know if you agree. Here's the 5 things to have on your radar this week. Number 1, 64 support retest fails to dent the Bitcoin bull's confidence. That's right. There's no killing our confidence. We're eternally bullish. Want to know why? It's going up forever, Laura. As you can see in the 1-hour chart via TradingView, we hit local lows of 64.2 on Bitstamp before the modest recovery. With the monthly close now in sight, Crypto Nuevo predicted to come down, was amongst those looking for a fresh long for the Bitcoin position moving forward. Quoting him here, we can see some volatility related to the monthly close. And he also says it is possible a sweep of the highs by then that can get reversed back to support from support. If we go up again and reclaim the highs, that's a long for me until the second resistance. So there you go. And he's also favoring a trip to 67,000, which would take us very close to price discovery of 73.8. We're getting closer. He also shares losing support will take us to downside liquidations. And speaking of liquidations, here's what Matthew Hyland has to share. If Bitcoin closes the weekly above 65, we have established a higher high and a higher low for the first time in 6 months and established the trend change. Dips going forward would be the opportunity, and bias must shift to bullish. Anything pullback 52.6 is just a higher low. Next factor to keep your eyes on, markets eye Jay Powell, U.S. unemployment data. That's actually today. I think Jay Powell's supposed to be speaking after the surprise 0.5% cut this month. Markets are eyeing the repeat performance at the next FOMC meeting November 7th, so actually next week. The likelihood of this can change significantly depending on Jay Powell's tone and macro data trends. Let me know how you feel this will likely play out. And quoting the Kabisi letter, now we're seeing capital pile back into the equity markets as stimulus kicks off. Next factor to keep your eyes out on. Not such a rectember after all. That's right. We actually didn't do so shabby this month. While flagging slightly into the monthly close, Bitcoin's still looking at its best September performance on record. CoinGlass shows the striking contrast between 2024 and a typical September. For Bitcoin, as outlined here, over the past 10 years, Bitcoin on average tended to end the month down 3.6%, while at present, we're looking at 9% gains. We're getting this Q4 rally started early, eh? And moving forward, there's even more exciting times lying in waiting for the bulls. October, known as Uptober, thanks to its typically impressive. I actually already renamed October, so I don't even read that word. I just say October by default, but that's just JV. Other factors that are bullish, Coinbase bounces back. It did go down again the other day while we were surging, and it's always ironic. Could it all just be a big coincidence, or is it all by design? Like, why does Coinbase crash every time Bitcoin's performing well? Let me know your thoughts on that. Now, a key element of the Bitcoin price action since the March all-time high has been precipitous drop of the retail investor participation. Interest amongst the mainstream consumers fell significantly as the Bitcoin and crypto retraced in the half a year that followed. Now, however, change may be well afoot. Exchanges and trading are slowly headed back to the mainstream consciousness, as evidenced by downloads of one app in particular, that of the largest U.S. trading platform, Coinbase. The Coinbase app ranked amongst the top 400 on the Apple Store, while research shows that once it reaches the top 200, the bull market conditions tend to be back in full swing. Next factor, young whales show their true colors. Wear my diamond hands and laser eyes. I'll let you boy. When it comes to the market, moves originating from the large volume investors on-chain data suggest that a new trend is emerging. Quoting CryptoQuant here. Over the past month, whales with over 155 days of inactivity have been less dominant, and profit taken as the price of the biddy has recovered. On the other hand, new whales have been actively taking the profits, indicating that the interest in closing positions is predominant amongst the institutional players who have entered that market in the past 5-6 months. Also, another quote here: this may be reducing selling pressure at this point, providing room for the price to build a more positive structure in the recovery. And before we dissect the live chart action, Jackson, for you guys, let's actually take a brief look at this breaking news. Taiwan officially allows professional investors to buy the Bitcoin ETFs. Game theory in full effect. And again, welcome anyone joining the stream. We're going to clean up the chart so it's fresh and so clean for you guys. As you can see, Bitcoin hovering just above 63,400 live and in the flesh. Brought to you by Coinbase via TradingView. This is a 1 hour chart. We do have a target in the orange, a bull target sitting at 66,969, virtually 67 Gs. Let's zoom out. We'll look at some more of the bullish structures forming here on the charts. We have a blue target on the 4 hour sitting all the way at 81,300, which would take us to new all-time highs. Price discovery with adjusted for inflation, which is in the 80,000 range. That's what we need. Can you smell it? I predict October we smash 80,000. Let me know if you agree, disagree. And zooming out a little more, we'll check out the 1 day chart live and in the flesh, again brought to you via TradingView, via Coinbase. You can see we have been having some upward staircase formations, but today, unfortunately, we got a big red candle correcting roughly 2,400 at the time of the live stream, and we do have a target sitting all the way down at 47.7 you need to be aware of. Again, this is on the daily chart. Next, we'll zoom out to the weekly, which still has that sexy cup and handle pattern, which I believe is in play for Q4 of this year, sometime between October and December. It's sitting at currently 124,200. Let me know if you feel we'll likely smash it. And zooming out a little further, we'll go to the 1 month chart. And as you can see, we're about to get a monthly close for September. We're up again 8-9% already for the month. So we've already broken the historically bullish Septembers. And we're about to enter Q4, the most bullish season of the year. Historically, we get gains of roughly 88% between October and December. So things are about to get lit. You already know, yo. But anyways, welcome everyone just joining the stream. What's popping? What's good in the hood? Lamar action, Jackson. DXY up slightly, eh? Hello, we asked your attention in this project. You don't have my attention. Not how you gain my attention. You know what I mean? Render fell 0.28 before breaking out, $13. Blender also down 0.28. Now it will break out above $13, says Bravi Music. Well, appreciate you sharing. Never heard of it. Yo from New Zealand. Shout out my Kiwis. Bitcoin first target after breaking and holding the all-time high 74 Gs is 88,000. Why? The 1.114 fib from November of 2021 low through today. Free Ross, Joseph. Free Ross. Hit the like. I almost forgot it's free. His time is not. Thank you, Chandy, for the reminder. And make sure to subscribe to Chandy 10 Music, #1 Bitcoin music channel. Hands down. And I'm checking the X again. I'm going to repost anyone for streaming, following the stream, reposting the stream, quoting the stream. We appreciate you guys. James Elsey, get your Bitcoin ears on. Thank you, broski. Just reposted. Shout out Diana Jones. Proof of work right here. She wrote, join the Bitcoin love. That's right. Bitcoin perpetuates love and peace. Fiat perpetuates war, crime, and famine. The reality of it. And Diana did 3 reposts. I just reposted all 3. That's the Holy Trinity. Thank you, Diana. Adam Taylor, the latest Bitcoin news is live with JV. Just reposted, broski. Great stuff, JV. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Jandy. Thank you, Kaspa. Thank you, ID. Thank you, guys. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, broskis. It's going up forever, Laura. Thank you, Clevelander77. Just reposted you. There's my proof of work. Shout out Digital Maniac. Appreciate you guys. Spread the word. And let's go. Did you guys miss me yesterday on the tube? Let me know. And let's just continue right with it. I'm just going to take a sip here of some sparkling water. You know how we get down. Good stuff. Okay, next story of the day. Let's get into the headlines. Now we finished the TA. FTT token is up like crazy. Top gainer, up 70-80%, because the rumor is FTX repayments are beginning, but some say it's just a rumor and it's not beginning anytime soon. So let's discuss this latest article. Headline reads, FTX token spikes 70% amid looming bankruptcy distributions. That's right. The native crypto to bankrupt crypto exchange FTX has seen bullish action amid the looming bankruptcy distributions. FTT surged by more than 70%, as you can see in the screen. Multi-month high, September 29th, briefly touching $2.70. How did this not go to zero? That's my question. Who the hell was long on FTT? Was it Kevin O'Leary? Which ambassador of the FTX platform held on to their FTT stash? Is it Scaramucci? Like, what's going on? Crazy. It's mind-boggling. But anyways, FTT traded around $1.40 over the past month, posted a sharp spike of more than 70% daily returns yesterday, September 29th, subsequently tumbled in price, trading at roughly $2.10 at the time of this article. On September 30th, up approximately 30% over the past 24 hours, according to CoinGecko. Now, FTT's rally came amid social media rumors alleging FTX bankruptcy estate would start distributing reimbursement funds to creditors and customers September 30th. So if this is FUD, that means someone is just pumping FTT. Who's the FTT whales? That's my question for y'all. And according to the probably like Caroline Ellison, Bankman-Fried and his parents. I'm just saying, allegedly, I wouldn't know. But anyways, according to the official Chapter 11 filing, the bankruptcy plan has yet to be approved. So how are they repaying people back if it hasn't even been approved yet? Sounds like a FUD to just pump this scam token. Nothing surprises me anymore. Crazy. So if the plan is approved, the FTX trustee will start paying distributions to creditors under 50 Gs by the end of this year. On the other hand, creditors with larger claims may not receive distributions until the first or second quarter of 2025. And to add on top of that, they're only going to be getting 10 to 25% of their investment back. They're not getting the full Bitcoin they had invested on the exchange. They're getting the Bitcoin price at the bottom of the market when it was only 16,000, and they're getting the cash equivalent, if that, which is freaking mind-boggling, bro. Like many centralized exchanges, FTX launched the FTT token shortly after debuting the platform in 2019. And yes, it was approved by Mr. Gensler, who was having meetings with Bankman-Fried behind closed doors at least twice, according to his own testimony, which may mean 10,000 times off the record. Just saying. FTT offered multiple benefits, including trading fee discounts for users based on the amount the FTT they held. The token could also be used as collateral for future positions on the exchange, but we all know it was a scam. They printed it out of thin air, had no real utility. The FTX token reached the all-time high of $80 in September of 2021. Jesus. But steadily declined to 25 bones before the FTX implosion in November of 2022. And following the collapse of FTX, FTT plummeted to $25 to below $2, where I thought it would remain. But it's been resurrected like Lazarus from the dead by Jesus. This is kind of crazy. The massive sell-off of FTT in 2022 was contributed by Binance dumping its entire holdings of its post-exit risk management purposes. So ultimately, CZ's like, I don't want your FTT scam token anymore. Sorry, Bankman Scam-Fried. You're about to be doomed. And lo and behold, that's when it all began. And according to the data from the Blockchain Explorer Ether scan, there's 30,600 FTX token holders. Damn. Why did you guys hold on to this crap? I guess they're just praying for it to recover so they get their money back. FTT currently has a market cap of, 330 million. Jesus. In July of 2024, you couldn't pay me money to hold FTT. You know what I mean? I wouldn't hold it with a stick, and a stick can't even hold it. You feel me? I wouldn't even poke it with the stick. FTT claims for the bankruptcy proceedings are due to the recognition of the equity-like characteristics of FTT, but there you go, yo. Let me know your thoughts. And did FTX affect any of you guys? Did any of you lose any crypto as a result? Were any of you invested in FTT? I'll let your boy read the comments out loud. Humpa Lumpa, welcome, brother. Diana, I didn't know you were a moderator. Of course, Chandy. She's a moderator. And shout out all our mods. You're going to notice the mods because their names are blue, and there's a wrench next to their name, so they could mess them up if they have to. Greg, FTX repayment, whatever you held cash-wise at closure, Bitcoin was at 16,000. Yep, you got screwed with the diamond dust. Yes, that is correct. So hypothetical. Let's hypothetically say you had one whole Bitcoin on the FTX exchange. You believed in Bankman-Fried and his bullish plans on conquering the world and saving the, what were his things? He wanted to, I won't even repeat it because this is censored on YouTube. But let's say you had that one Bitcoin on the exchange. It's worth today 63,000. You're only getting 16,000 equivalent in fiat trash. Unfortunately, that's how the repayment program works. Sorry. Everyone's a loser except Bankman-Fried and Caroline Ellison and their parents and anyone who got away scamming everyone else. You know what I mean? Where is everyone? Oh, this is an unusual time I'm streaming, so that's probably why, Chandy. But we do got 400 people on the stream, but we don't have our usual case of moderators, but it's all good in the hood. We miss you, Juan Versace. What up, Juan? Welcome, everyone, and let's freaking go. Let's continue with the news as we have a lot to share. If you're joining us on the X, important, repost, comment, and I will repost your repost or your comment and shout you out. It will help get more eyeballs on the stream. We've got a lot to share today. We just discussed the latest with FTT. Now let's discuss our next headline. U.S. election outcome won't slow the Q4 Bitcoin rally, according to the hedge fund. We're referring to ZX squared capital. So here we go. The impact of April's Bitcoin halving event has historically led to strong Q4s as both U.S. presidential candidates have failed to address a key issue that could play into Bitcoin's favor. C.K. Zhang, chief investment officer of the crypto hedge fund, shared the following. As both Republican and Democratic parties are not appropriately address the ever-increasing U.S. debts and deficits during the election, this will be very bullish for Bitcoin, especially post-U.S. election. Bitcoin has also benefited from uncertainties regarding the previous U.S. presidential elections. This won't be different this time. Additionally, CoinGlass data shows Bitcoin historically soared in the fourth quarter, rallying more than 50% 6 times since 2013. Years in which the Bitcoin halving event occurs has often boosted those gains. I think more accurately, it's 88%. And during the 2020 halving, Bitcoin rallied 168% in the fourth quarter. It also happened to be the year the last U.S. presidential election took place. Now, Zhang expects Bitcoin to notch a new all-time high in Q4 or soon or after. I agree. I think October, new all-time high. Now we have Samantha Yap, CEO and founder of Web3 PR firm Yap, shared that Bitcoin rallies and their resulting price rises are often the least interesting aspect. Quoting her here, what matters is the surge in retail interest across the crypto industry that follows. Media attention often follows retail attention, kicking off a whole media frenzy. The hope for the crypto and Web3 space during these moments is that there are more usable and accessible applications ready for newcomers to adopt. And Zhang also shared that the Federal Reserve's aggressive 50 basis point interest rate cut could also be bullish for the Bitty and risk on assets if the U.S. economy can achieve a soft landing. Now, what happens if we have a hard landing or a crash landing, for Christ's sake? Central banks aim to achieve soft landings by changing interest rates enough to prevent the economy from overheating, preventing a collapse, and experiencing high inflation, but not enough to cause a downturn. If the Fed is successful, then Bitcoin's price will be closely correlated with the NASDAQ. Let me know if you agree, disagree. The best Bitcoin performance after the halving always comes Q4. That's right, Crypto Rover, you nailed it. Liquidity is slowly being reintroduced into the market, which may set the stage for the stronger price movements in the months ahead, said founder of Zero Proof Knowledge Generation and Verification Layer 1 Cizik. Bitcoin's growing narrative is digital gold, and a hedge against macroeconomic instability is likely to attract more institutional capital, especially as traditional markets remain volatile. And as you know, what Mikey Saylor said, volatility equals life force. Take that, Peter Schiff.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best?
There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
You feel me? Same heard the move to go, especially a special breeding project that has taken almost a year to finally has the end game babies to finish the project growing. Welcome facts. Shout out John Doe. What's good, yo? Screwed out of the 4x gain in less than 2 years. Who wins? Why not pay in kind like Mt. Gox? Because they can scam everybody, and that's ultimately what FTX was designed to do. Scam, 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 Bankman-Fried. And will the Bankman be let free? I think so. I think he'll get the pardon by the Democratic Party, Biden, when he's leaving office. He'll be like, my dear friend, Scam Bankman-Fried, you are now freed. It's a play in the names. I don't think it's all coincidence. You got Sam Altman crushing it with the altcoins. Just turned a nonprofit company into a for-profit and now worth $150 billion. The guy's name is Sam Altman. His project WorldCoin, which is an ish coin, was collecting retinas for the government. What can go wrong there? And then you have Sam Bankman. He's a bankman, a banker, a banker's man. Bankman. Do you not get that? And he's about to be let free. Freed. Bankman. Freed. He's about to be free and escape 25 years in prison. Hidden in plain sight, they say. Anyways, I digress. Big recession ahead. I think you're right, wet elbow. You got to keep your elbows wet, by the way. Bitcoin versus gold in the past 15 years since the Bitcoin inception. Bitcoin up well over 400 million%. Tell them, Greg. Gold up 200%. Do your own math. Hopefully I'm not yelling too loud in your ears. I realize I'm yelling kind of loud today. Lock them up. Throw away the key. Now we're talking, Casey. You're speaking my language. Let me check the X feed and we're going to continue with the news. Welcome, everyone. Join the stream. Best crypto and financial news show out there. Appreciate that, Joe Barber. Just reposted you. And proof of work. See where it says follow back? I'm about to follow you back, Jack. Bada boom, bada bing. And goes for anyone else as well. I support those that support me. LT, Alpha, Alpha, Alpha live right now. You damn straight, LT. Appreciate it, brother. Guido, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, you don't know because you don't know what you don't know. Especially on the GoPro. You feel me? Thank you, brother. I just reposted you. I appreciate it. But let's keep it flowing. We got over 500 people on the stream. Not too shabby. Tomorrow's stream, just FYI, is going to be earlier than 1. Let me think out loud. I think it's going to be 11 a.m. So tomorrow, 11 a.m. tomorrow. Unusual time. Got to do some unusual things this week. But tomorrow will be 11 a.m., just FYI. Elbows are overlooked in personal care and wrinkles, so keep them moistured. Exactly. I remember it. It's called the weenus. And you can squeeze your weenus as hard as you can, and you don't feel nothing. Ain't that crazy? It's kind of like the back of a puppy's neck. The weenus. You got to squeeze it. Anyways, I lost $100 million. Damn it, Sweezy. You're not alone, brother. But anyways, let's continue with the news, eh? We discussed the U.S. elections. Now let's discuss Zuck. Can you believe Zuck is the 4th wealthiest man on paper in the world? And I ain't talking about Chandy's dog paper. I mean, literally, he's now worth an insane amount of money, $201 billion. Good Lord. I didn't know you can be a Zuck and be worth that much. That's crazy. Let's break this one down, check it. Tech entrepreneur Zuckerberg is now the 4th wealthiest billionaire. His net worth of $201 billion. Following Facebook's rebrand on Meta October 2021 and the expansion into the metaverse hardware and AI. Meta is currently trading at approximately $567 a share at this time and a more than 6-fold increase from November of 2022. I wonder why it went up so much when it was only $88 per share. I thought Meta was an epic fail. I didn't realize it was doing so well. In the year after the rebrand, Meta stock plummeted plummeted. That's what I remember, from trading in the 300 range to its lowest point in November of 2022. That's why I thought it was a failure, reflecting investor concerns over the company's shift towards augmented reality experiences and the focus on AI development at the time. But since then, half the world's 10 most valuable companies, including Apple, Google, Nvidia, and Microsoft, started developing metaverse hardware. And according to Bloomberg, the tech billionaire's net worth as of September of 2024 places him behind Elon Musk, Amazon founder Bezos, and French businessman Bernard Arnault. Crazy. Zuck revealed Meta's Orion augmented reality glasses at a MetaConnect event in September 25th, 5 days ago. Anyone see that? I didn't see it. The novel eyewear features small projectors that create a virtual heads-up display overlaid over objects in the real world. During the same event, the Meta founder unveiled the newer, cheapest Quest S3 virtual reality headset, which will phase out the earlier Quest 3 128 gigabyte headset. Despite the rise of the price of the Meta stock since 2021 for the rebrand, the company reduced its metaverse budget by 20% in July of 2024 and told its metaverse division, Reality Labs, to reduce department expenses by 20% by 2026. Reality Labs lost $60 billion since 2019, posted losses for the second business quarter of 2024. That's a serious loss. A possible reason for this has been the division's purported shift to AI apps, now retooling and narrowing focus to the AI. The Zuck previously commented that Meta seeks to grow its AI business by narrowing the company's focus and increasing capital investment into AI research. Now, what do all of these billionaires have in common? They're all developing AI tools, from Elon to Altman to Zuck. I wonder why. Even Bill Gates is involved. Now, we've released, according to Zuck, the first frontier-level open-source AI model, and we continue to see good traction with our Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses. Rocking the aviators? Interesting. This is what he explained on the earnings call back on July 31st. But there you go. What are your thoughts with Zuck becoming the fourth wealthiest human being or lizard person on the planet? Let me know. I do not like that guy, Zuck. Sucks. I posted a video of JV playing Sage Bitcoin Advice song on the Facebook, and for a few hours, they took my Facebook page away. Wow. Why am I not surprised? I'm not a fan of Facebook or Zuck either. Not a fan at all. Settle down, Jay. I can't help myself, Diana. So I can't share a song I wrote on my Facebook about Bitcoin, but someone can sing a song in their living room about anything that isn't spam. If I'm one who wrote it, then it's my home video. It's pretty wild. Permaban from all Meta platforms. Good for you. Facts, I agree. That is a badge of honor. I stopped being active on Facebook after Novid. I couldn't stand the Novid propaganda. Anything exposing the truth was just like banned, and then you'd get like warnings, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. Jerks, the second time in a month, Facebook took away my Facebook for sharing a Bitcoin song. Facebook is an enemy of Bitcoin because Facebook is really the U.S. government. The forces of evil that control the U.S. government is Facebook. If you haven't figured that out, Zuck is the spokesperson. That's why Zuck goes along with all the Democratic agendas, like, let's pretend the POISONJABS are safe. Let's, spread all the propaganda regarding a guy named TRUMP. Let's, you know all that. I don't have to explain that to you guys. But that's why. Bitcoin is pro-humanity, and the forces of evil, including the lizard people, they don't like humanity. Wait, is he really getting out? Getting out of what? I shared Hunter's laptop and Ashley's diary in 2020. Permanently banned. Yeah, not only that, they were like standing up for them. They're like, it's not true. No, it's true. The diary was 100% proven. And Hunter's laptop, I still find videos on my timeline of that guy, like smoking the CRACK and doing some very sus illegal activities. So that's 100%. 100%. But anyways, this is the world we live in. Get used to it. Welcome to Channel Zero, family. Welcome to Channel Zero.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Let's continue with the news. We discussed Zuck Bucks. Now let's discuss this 100,000 target. Then we'll discuss a 200,000 prediction from Bitcoin Miner. And then we will do some live Q&A. And there is a live poll up on the tube as well. I want to know when new Bitcoin all-time high. Will it be October, November, December, January? My personal vote is October. I think we're going to smash 80,000. That's my target. I think we'll smash 120,000 before the end of the year, but that's just me. Let's stick to this one. Bitcoin window to reach 100,000 by the end of Q4. Will it happen or will it not? Now, Hundal says Bitcoin may hit 80 Gs by December. Who's this Hundal? He believes that the central scenario after this break in market structure is for the new all-time high in the 80,000 range by Christmas. He further highlights the option traders, those who buy and sell the options contracts, are wagering that the Bitcoin price could rise as much as 75% in the next 3 months. Option traders on the large exchanges at the moment are positioning for the 90 to 100,010 strike price on the contracts on Christmas Eve, So Hundal added the strike price range has remained remarkably consistent over the past 6 months, 180 days. And according to the TradingView data, the Bitcoin price 63.2 at this time, down 3% since September of the 29th. Hundal is bullish. That's a cool name, Hundal, almost like Hundog or Hundo, Hun1, Hut1, Hut2, Hut. Is bullish on the current price action. Believe in the recent break of the lower troughs and lower peaks after the 28 weeks, along with the global easing conditions, will bring additional liquidity into the market. Historical data shows the Bitty price increased 83% of cases over the 12-month period when the liquidity was added to the bank deposits and the circulating money. The stage is set. Now it's going up forever, Laura. Meanwhile, Hundal suggested there is more straightforward path for Bitcoin's runway, as there doesn't seem to be a lot of the jeopardy for the crypto in the U.S. election right now, with both presidential candidates sounding open-minded about the industry, We know the central banks are not open-minded, though, right? You do know that, right? September 23rd, United States Vice President Harris made her first public statement about crypto during her U.S. presidential election campaign. In comments made during the Wall Street fundraiser, Harris vowed to encourage investment in artificial intelligence and digital assets. Why do I never believe anything she says? Quoting her here, "We will partner together to invest in America's competitiveness, to invest in America's future." And of course, I'm sure she was just reading the teleprompter. "We will encourage innovative technologies like AI and digital assets while protecting our consumers and investors, just like Gary Gensler has been doing a fantastic job at the SEC. Thank you, Gary. America salutes you." Harris said at the fundraiser in Manhattan, and that last part, obviously, I just made up, but you know what she really means, and that's all that matters. It's not what they say, it's what they mean. You feel me? But anyways, I digress. SBF doesn't want to get out. He found out how to mine cucumbers in jail. Oh boy, he just dropped the soap. Enjoy the mining rewards. Do they put peanut butter on the cucumber for protein, though? That's my question for facts. Maybe it's not peanut butter, if you know what I'm saying. SBF is not getting out. I like to believe that, but I am highly doubtful considering his name is Bankman Fried. And his parents' name, Joseph Fried and Barbara Fried. That means they could do any crime in the world, and in the end, they will be freed by the bankers. Bankman Fried. It's ultimately a get-out-of-jail card. Get out of jail free card, we call that in Monopoly. Community chest, you got chance. Every once in a while you get lucky, you draw that card, and if you land in jail, you get out. I don't make up the rules. That's Monopoly for you. Agreed, SBF is cooked. If he gets Epstein, remains to be seen. Odds are 50-50 in my honest opinion, says Sawaj Jenks. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, Muhammad. Greg, Bitcoin Daily from the November 2021 low. The 1.618 fib sits at 193 Gs, baby. An epic run may happen, but end of the year would mean a like well over 1 trillion would have to pour in. Welcome, Jason Buck. What's good, broski? Welcome to the 700 people on the stream. His name just proves that we're in the Matrix. We're living in a simulation. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Muhammad, Bitcoin to 150 Gs to 370,000 in play. Then it will Jesus dive to 25. How dare you call that the Jesus dive? Jesus is known for rising, not diving. Just FYI, brother. Howdy, guy, whom I have a similar name. Guess which shortened version of Muhammad I am? I am, and same to you, but almost deer season, eh? Wear orange. Orange is definitely a good color, as we're orange pilling the masses. But sometimes it feels like we're orange pilling the masses as slow as blackberry molasses. Doesn't it seem this way? It feels like we've been stuck at 60 G's for 30 years now. Welcome everyone on the stream. I appreciate y'all. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day. I'm getting through the news a little quicker than I usually do just because of my schedule. But respect, I see, again, we're pinned at the top of the X profile already. 18 hearts and 18 reposts. That's a 100% perfect like to share ratio. So just first and foremost, thank you guys. I greatly appreciate your guys' support here at the Bomb Diggity. RL Sweezy, I just reposted you. Thank you. And again, Joe Barpar, LT Guido, Caspa, the rest of the fam. You guys are amazing. I'm going to take another sip of some pink lemonada, and then we're going to continue with our feature story of the day, A Bitcoin Poet in the building. How's it, JV? I spoke to a neighbor of mine about the biddy today. He said he knew about it since the start. 23 years ago? Good Lord. And his friend works for the creator who wrote the code. Are you talking about Satoshi Nakamoto? We're so early. Wow. Well, yeah, Bitcoin Genesis block was January 3rd of 2009, so 15 years ago it went live. So you're saying you met someone freaking 8 years prior to the Genesis block that was working on it? If so, good Lord. Take me to your leader is all I got to say, bro. Bitcoin may go to all-time highs before November, but after that, I think it goes down to 26, if not lower, says Todd. Only hope we have for Bitcoin is Trump. If he does not get in by November, crypto's done. I greatly disagree, Todd. I don't think it matters who's in office. Bitcoin will continue to do what it does best, because look at all the bad presidents we've had in office, and Bitcoin did just fine. You know what I mean? Bitcoin's on its own trajectory, and it's going to hit new all-time highs and do well regardless. But yeah, I agree. If Trump was in office, we'll have more favorable crypto laws. Absolutely, because we won't have an enemy of Bitcoin as the president. And their entire party is an enemy of Bitcoin. That's why you have Gary Gensler, Senator Warren, and the Three Stooges. This guy was super stubborn. Didn't even want to hear about it. I told him to go read the white paper. He's like, read a paper? Yeah, some people... Well, here's the thing, though. Everyone pays Bitcoin at the price they deserve. Maybe he'll pull a sailor, and 8 years later, oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Time-traveling neighbor. Hey, I know all about that. Welcome to the Akashic Records family. Hey, fam, set out a sailing, fishing, shooting adventures. South Africa in the building. Please stand up. Please stand up. A Bitcoin market cap will ever lose the 1 trillion market cap again. The massive sideways crawl means the next low and high 50s to mid 60s. Guaranteed. I like those guarantees. Just note, family, anything you hear coming from my mouth is for entertainment purposes only. There's never any investment advice given by anyone, including in the comments. All we're doing is speculating and just rattling off random thoughts that we have, which, I mean, we like to do. It's fun. Kamala will be the worst for the dollar, so that is good for the biddy. Either way, the biddy wins. Biddy, 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 can't you see? Somehow your biddies just hypnotized me. I just love yo biddy way. Guess that's why they broke and y'all so paid. The kingdom is always wide open for the wifey. Whoa. That a personal invite from Muhammad. How's it, Captain? Was crack-a-lacking, Captain? Welcome, yo. East Coast ports on the strike tomorrow. How will that affect the crypto? I don't know. Will it affect the crypto? Oompa Loompa, JV. There you go. But anyways, welcome everyone just joined the stream. We got over 800 people here live and in the flesh. We're streaming on X. We're streaming on Rumble. We're streaming on YouTube. And the crowd is going wild. All right, fam. Now for our feature story of the day. Bitcoin price predicted to peak near $200,000 within the next 18 months, according to the CleanSpark CEO. Let's break this one down, and you can see here in the headline. So yeah, in a recent interview with research and brokerage firm Bernstein, CleanSpark CEO Zach Bradford forecasted Bitcoin can peak at just under 200 G's within the next 18 months. He attributed this potential surge to historical trends following the Bitcoin halving, which occurred back on April 19th, and anticipated macroeconomic factors, which are looking bullish as a mofo right now. Bradford noted that Bitcoin's extended flat period might indicate a sustained upward trend. He emphasized that the forthcoming U.S. presidential election could influence the Bitcoin price, suggesting that the resolution of the electoral uncertainty might boost the market confidence. Quoting him here, "I think we'll start to see a meaningful push in Bitcoin prices post-election through January." So from here to January ultimately just means Q4. I agree 100%. Let's go. He also remarked on the comparative undervaluation of the pure play Bitcoin miners, suggesting they're currently overlooked as investors favor companies diversifying into the AI. And according to Bradford, Bitcoin miners typically experience the lower capital expenditure and quicker returns on the investment, with cash flows realized within weeks rather than years. CleanSpark maintained a strategy of selling the Bitty near the market peaks while accumulating during the downturns, holding approximately 8,000 BTC, valued at roughly $509 million. That's a half a billy. The company has been effective in securing the smaller mining sites at competitive prices, allowing it to scale its operations to 1 gigawatt across 5 states. Bernstein had rated CleanSpark as an outperform with a price target of 30 bones, while the company's stock closed at $10.13 on Friday, according to TradingView. Bradford also discussed the evolving landscape of mining technology, anticipating the new chips that could achieve efficiencies of 11J/TH. This shift may necessitate a transition of immersion cooling systems to manage increased power intensity and heat generation. So there you go, yo. What are your thoughts on 200,000? Here's my personal thoughts, and I'll read everyone's comments out loud. You let me know your personal thoughts. That's how we're going to do it. So I personally think 80,000 plus in October, new all-time high, price discovery mode, send it, let's go. I think Q4, we're going to hit 125,000 as a peak. And then for next year, 222,000 is my bear scenario for the cycle peak, which I believe will occur sometime in 2025. I don't know if it'll be Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. I'm just saying in 2025, I personally think we'll finally get the peak. And my bear scenario, again, is 222,000. Bull scenario, 750,000, right in alignment with Plan B's projection of 500,000 per coin between 2024 and 2028, the time of the next halving. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. So yeah, I think 200,000 is definitely a very conservative target, and I think it's very likely we hit it, but I think we have much stronger potential. I believe Bitcoin has no top because fiat monopoly money, tulip mania, has no bottom. With that being shared, welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. Don't forget there is a live poll in the chat as well. When do you think we'll finally hit that new Bitcoin all-time high? October, November, December, January, holla at your boy. I would like to think to make we want to buy more Bitcoin, the East Coast strike thing. I want in a club that isn't so impacted by the crazy things. If Bitcoin doesn't save me by that time, I'm old, and screw it all anyway. That's exactly why over 5 years ago I put my Bitcoin in a self-directed IRA, which allows me to self-custody on a hardware wallet in case minimum required distributions would be 50% then, says Sat Wise. Curious, which company did you use for the IRA? Bank of America, trade a todos com like, says Almiro. It will win. I don't ever worry about it. Faces will melt, JV. Absolutely. Especially Peter Schiff's face. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Fam trying to convince homie Justin to buy Bitcoin here. Shout out him, JV. Justin, what are you doing? If you're not buying Bitcoin, what are you doing with your life? That's like my quote, like from Smokey from Friday. If you ain't got no job and you ain't smoking no, what are you doing with your life? You know what I mean? Not financial advice. If you're a fan of the Bitty, consider a small bag of the Bitcoin derivatives and miners such as Marathon, Riot, CleanSpark, and the rest of them. Why? Bitcoin rips to 2x. They will 5 to 15x. Thank you, Greg. I have heard of the self-directed IRAs. My favorite bear call, 222. Thank you. I got it from you, Fax. Good afternoon to everyone. Shout out El Miro. What up, brother? What do you think about Joe Biden's what? Another $2 billion to the... Yeah, my problem is, why are we sending billions to the Ukraine and money laundering to other countries when we have a crisis in places like North Carolina and everything that was affected, every city which was affected and flooded and destroyed by Hurricane Helene, which I don't see them to be doing anything to help. There's literally... It reminds me of what happened in Louisiana back in the day, where it was like destroyed and no one helped anybody. It was a disaster, an inside job more than likely. Hurricane Katrina, I think, was the name. I'm getting those vibes all over again. You know what I mean? I got those vibes. You feel me? It's sad. I see all these videos floating on my X feed, and it makes me sad. Like, people have no water. Their houses, they're flooded. They can't leave. Who's coming to save the people in America? Nobody. But we have the audacity. It's like spitting in our face to send billions of dollars through money laundering to criminals in other freaking countries. What do? Why do all the congressmen clap? Oh, Zelensky, you're our savior. And Zelensky is just a gay actor. Anyone who knows that, like, do you not know his background? He's literally a gay actor. He's a gay actor. Why are we sending all of our money through this gay actor? You feel me? And I know we're on YouTube right now, so I'll shut up. But none of this shit makes sense. It seems to just be an attack against Americans, and there's an attack on America, and they're trying to make America fall. And that seems to be the clear agenda. And I don't think anyone can convince me otherwise at this point. You feel me? I wish Helene would have parked right over D.C., says Greg. All I know is I'm selling mine, all of it, by the end of October. I'm not taking any chances. What are you selling? Your fiat? I hope it's not your Bitcoin. But to each their own. It's weird that it states that support Trump. Ain't that weird? Is that a coincidence? Or is this all bioengineered? That's actually a great point there, Goldsberry. I'm glad you brought it up. But that's my thought, Goldsberry. Zelensky's last TV role was playing the president of the Ukraine. That's his active role right now, before he switched from the gay man. And I say that because I've actually seen video footage of him being gay and dancing like a gay man. I'm not making it up. And I know Russians and people in that part of the world, they say he's the biggest gay actor in that part of the world. They all know he's just a gay actor. So if you don't know now, you know. Are you not entertained? But here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch this mofo out to the uncensored version of the pod so I can speak more freely, because you know they watch and listen to everything JV says. That's why I'm shadow banned. And I'll take that like a badge of honor, as Fax mentioned earlier. But let's switch it out from the tube to the Rumble and to the X. Let's go ahead and end the poll. Give me a second to end it, and I'll read the results out loud for you guys. Here we go. End the poll. The results are in. Here's the results show on behalf of you guys. When new Bitcoin all-time high? 41% of you say October, 22% November, 19% December, 17% January. And we're going to go ahead and end the YouTube stream and continue with the uncensored version of the pod on the Rumble. Again, it's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Let's freaking go. I'll see you there, yo. And we'll give it a minute to finish off. I'm selling all